As we've been drinking MMA, this is the prelim main event. Karolina Kowalkiewicz at strawweight, 115 pounds, versus Diana Belbita. And, of course, this is the UFC Fight Night. Bobby Green, Grant Dawson, Karolina Kowalkiewicz versus Diana Belbita. My pick, this is back end, is Karolina Kowalkiewicz.
This is lousy. My pick is Karolina as well. Karolina has a very extensive fight list as far as her experience goes. She has a pace to her. Very calm, very collected. Keep coming forward. I'm going to take you down, and if you do, I'm going to try to get your neck. That's her fighting style, and she's fighting a hands up, chin down kickboxer who doesn't really have a list as far as fighting goes.
Right.
I think this is a landslide victory for Karolina.
And the price is, I think, phenomenal, in our opinion. Karolina Kowalkiewicz is minus 155, $155 to make 100. And she's fought for the title, went all 5 rounds in that title fight versus Joanna Jędrzejczyk, who is the best 115-pound fighter ever. Yeah. She's got like 6 title defenses.
She's in the Hall of Fame.
She's in the Hall of Fame for sure. And Kowalkiewicz went all 5 rounds with her. Kowalkiewicz, really her losses, she went through a losing streak, but it was all ranked fighters and like people like Jessica Andrade, former champions who have, former champions. So other than that, she's on a 3-fight win streak, right? And then
it would be one thing if she was fighting a top 3 fighter for Karolina, but she's not.
No.
Diana Belbita is not a top 3 fighter. So I think Karolina's going to have no problem fighting this woman.
I think they have this wrong because both these fighters are 15-7, their records. However, Karolina Kowalkiewicz has been in the UFC for like 7 years and has fought like almost like 15, 16 fights in the UFC.
The who's who.
The who's who and the who's who. And she's only lost to champions and former champions and ranked fighters, right? And another loss would be Jessica Penne, who was made the semifinals of the Ultimate Fighter and lost to the eventual champion of the division, Carla Esparza, who eventually lost to Jędrzejczyk and who beat Karolina Kowalkiewicz by decision. So, Kowalkiewicz is a top fighter, and on a 3-fight win streak. Now, Diana Belbita, I believe this is a mismatch, in my opinion, because and Karolina Kowalkiewicz is a huge steal because Diana Belbita has been in the UFC. She's 2-3 in the UFC, and this is the problem with her. Is she has 3 losses and 2 wins. Her 2 wins, right? She beat Hannah Goldie, who is 1-4 in the UFC, 1-3, and then Mara Oliveira, that's her second win, and she's 1-3. So both these fighters have horrible records in the UFC. And those are her 2 wins. Now her 3 losses in the UFC are against Liana Jojuja, which was she lost in 2 minutes in the first round by submission, and Liana Jojuja, her only win is Diana Belbita. She's 1-3 in the UFC. So even her loss, is against losing fighters, right? Then she lost to Gloria DePaula, who went 2-3 in the UFC and got released by the UFC. And she lost her latest fight, so she's actually 2-4 in her last 6. And then she lost, to a good fighter, Molly McCann. But it just goes to show you the people that she's lost to are not good. They have losing records. And the people that she's beaten only have 1 win and 3 losses and 1 win and 4 losses. So it's just tears right here. Overall, Karolina Kowalkiewicz has the better distance control. She's got the better shot selection. She is better athlete as far as her balance and footwork, I would say.
Yeah, this is like a talent level tier, easy decision.
And I know you mentioned we were talking about this. Belbita kind of chin down and just goes forward and just throws punches kind of sloppily.
But it's predictable.
Predictable.
It's slow and predictable, her hands, but her kicks is why she's in there.
She doesn't throw with enough power, and she's also being sloppy, and she doesn't punch and back away. She just punches and just goes forward. So it's kind of like she's asking to get hit. And
especially with Karolina going forward.
Yeah.
And she's with her Belbita's predictability with her hands, you can see them coming. So she's going to know what to do.
And like you said, Diana Belbita doesn't get out of the way after she punches, so she's really easy to get taken down. In fact, even in her last win versus Mara Oliveira, she basically just got hit a lot, and she got taken down in all the rounds. Even though she got back up, she got taken down in all the rounds. What do you think someone like Karolina Kowalkiewicz is going to do? Easily can punch, get away, leg kick, take you down, do whatever she wants, basically, to Diana Belbita. I understand the odds makers are keeping this close because they're both 15-7, but it's a complete different quality of fighters that Kowalkiewicz has lost to versus Belbita. So the pick is easily Karolina Kowalkiewicz. I love this price of -155. And again, this is backhand. My pick is Karolina Kowalkiewicz.
I'm picking Carolina. I'm going to put her in all my parlays. Easy decision for me. So, like, subscribe, comment.
Appreciate you guys for the algorithm, YouTube algorithm. Thank you.